is, of course, the sixth running of the Nelson Mandela Bay Half Marathon, incorporating the South African Half Marathon Championships, and it is an absolute perler of a morning, fantastic conditions. I'm joined here in studio by legendary commentator Kipkoech Walker. Kipkoech, great to be back.
Great, thanks for having me, Manfred. I'm really excited. The weather looks perfect today. You couldn't ask for better conditions. And is this going to be the first time we see the sub 60 minutes half marathon being broken on South African soil?
Yeah, and the national anthem just going at the start of this race, and isn't it wonderful to be back? It's a fantastic view, that, isn't it? They will be heading off into a southerly direction, Kipkoech, and then for about 7 Ks, turn around, come straight back, and then this wonderful view coming because we're sitting at the top of the Radisson Hotel.
So as we see there, the gun has been sounded, and the men's race, bear in mind, the men starting ahead of the women, so these are the elite men that have just gone off, and we're going to expect to see some exciting times this morning in the Nelson Mandela Bay Half Marathon, incorporating the South African Half Marathon Championships.
A wonderful sight here to see South African road running back, elite road running back, and quite a big bunch. It's around about 100 elite men starting this first batch at 7 o'clock. We've mentioned the Kenyan Felix Kipkoech, as well as Stephen Mokoka, Precious Mashele, and Mulini Matanga.
And all the top contenders are in there as we see these beautiful overhead shots of where we are based here down in Gqeberha.
They're there on the start line, ready to go, and off they go. About 80 women or so. In the front there, we saw Gqeberha, the South African champion. Bearing in mind she finished 3rd last year, but she was the first South African across the line to win that title. Tadunari, of course, the first lady across the line, as was Kenya's Sabinabu, who was in the field 2019. I keep wanting to say last year.
This morning, I'm so grateful first for the invitation to be in this race in South Africa. I think 59, to break 59 here is possible. I have seen the course is flat.
So on the right of the picture, we have Sarah Nabe in the colors of Nedbank Kenya. But then we also have there Hilale Johannes, who we mentioned. As we go through some of the top ladies there, Brillian Kipkoech, who we've mentioned, Hilale Johannes, Glenrose Akaba, the defending champion for the South African title, and Tadunari underneath her, the defending champion overall of the race. But as we see, there's Sarah Nabe, who we just mentioned, as well as Gqeberha Steyn, who's just running at this stage, just off the back of the pack.
Colin Malautsi there, very deceptive in his stride. He's moving as we see Felix Kipkoech going, no, enough of this, it's time for another surge. And it looks like a lot of surging going on. There's a lot of fight. Like, it's very clear that Stephen Mokoka is watching the Kenyan with a beady eye. Every time Kipkoech moves, so does Mokoka. And now Mokoka and Malautsi seem to be talking to the Kenyan and saying, let's push this, guys. They must be approaching the 10K mark pretty soon.
But he is having a phenomenal race, and Hendrik Ramala doing wonders with his group. Many of his top athletes down here running well. Desmond as well in that pack. But phenomenal race. Manfred and Kipkoech, I think you're going to have an exciting final 6 or 7 kilometers because the surges are about to start. Back to you guys.
I'm now joined in the commentary booth with by Bongani Bashe, who's a local from PE.
Well, I think it's a big moment for the Nelson Mandela Bay and the city of Gqeberha. Wonderful moments to really see this kind of action coming back to our city. And having said that, I mean, if you look at the visuals now, what a move by Precious Mashele there as well. I think it's a beautiful moment. These guys are hammering it down.
Well, when Mokoka did that surge, he literally split that pack. And as you can see, that pack no longer a big bunch. We're looking at about 10 or so athletes. As the men, it looks like the men are turning back here towards the finish line.
But this is
the move.
This is the move. Although we have said that already, Manfred, but this is definitely the move. Mokoka in it to win it now.
And you can see just how fast he's going by the spectators, or not spectators, rather team managers on the side of the road trying to keep pace. And it's not happening, as Mokoka has literally opened the hammer. He's opened the gap, but the Mashele is hanging on. He certainly is not running very easy. Mokoka is in Mokoka mode. Kipkoech seems to have fallen off the pace, and we said this is the big move. Is there a twist in the tail here? Did Mokoka go too early? And it's probably about 500 or so meters, and Mashele now driving. And does Mokoka have an answer? It doesn't look like it. You've witnessed the changing of the guard. You can see in the background Stephen Mokoka has given up the race. This is a huge victory for Precious Mashele. 61-17, 61-18. Mokoka coming in for second. 61-22, 23-24. Matanga taking third. And in the background there, that's Kipkoech's fourth. It's a 1, 2, and 3 for South Africa. As we go back to the leading woman, Brillian Kipkoech, along there with Ayeye of Ethiopia.
You know, Brillian 7th in the world last year in the World Half Marathon Championships in Poland. That's where she ran her best time there. That's 66.56 time of hers. You know, the news from her agent, Gianni De Madonna, back in Kenya, is that she's one of the future stars of the athletics world.
Brilliant Kipkoech, putting in a surge, putting in a final effort as she comes into this home straight, the Kenyan gritting her teeth. That final surge as she comes in for victory number 2. Brilliant Kipkoech, your 2021 Nelson Mandela Bay half marathon champion. There we go then, confirmation of those results. Precious Mashele, 61-17, 1 hour 17. Stephen Mokoka, 1 hour 25. 1 hour 1 minute and 25. Brillian Matanga, 1 hour 1 minute 25 as well. And Kipkoech at 1:01:28 with Adam Lipschitz 1:01:31. A massive, massive personal best for the South African. And that then is confirmation of the ladies' results. 67-32 for Brilliant Kipkoech. We've been saying the whole time what a brilliant athlete she is and how brilliant she's run. A superb time for Alimade Sise Ayeyu, 68.04. Tarunari, 69, or 1 hour 9 minutes and 9 seconds. And with that, we say goodbye to our SABC2 viewers. Remember to carry on watching on the EPA Athletics Facebook page.